I'm from Nakuru. I was born and raised in Nakuru. I've stayed in Nakuru for 18 years and I shifted when I was 19 to go and study. But then when I came to Nairobi, poetry was a big scene. Not as big as it is now, but there were events almost everywhere. But in Nakuru, the biggest thing that was going on was theater, acting. And the people who saw the poetry and invited me to go and perform at the theater was a guy called Prof. Hamo. Unajua Prof. Hamo? So Prof. Hamo is one of those giants for me when I stood on their shoulders. I can't even tell the magnitude of what they did, but they were like, I haven't seen anyone doing poetry, spoken word in Nakuru. Why don't you come, and in between our scenes, we can incorporate you. So I went there and performed, and I was booed on stage because they were like, huyu ni nani anakuja kuongea na play ko katikati. So just held my hand all through. High school walikuwa wanakuja to the journalism club. They started something there. So that is how I grew. Then when I went to Nairobi, I met other fellow creatives and people we've done poetry with for a couple of years now. Mufasa, there's Dofan, there's Ngatia, Raya, Namatsi. I can call them the old heads. So even before us, there were people who were doing that. So through them, and not to fail to mention YouTube, Def Jam Poetry, 116 Crew, Kina Ezekiel, we learned so much through them. Those people I've mentioned have been giants to me.
I think for me, I'll say we've never had kabisa a giant kama hiyo. I think mostly when it started, it go online. I remember I was downloading stuff, man. My phone was full of YouTube videos, more than songs. At some point, niko kwa match, every time tunatoka hivi, nimeima poem as a single. Download kila kitu, phone imejaa kila kitu. Na transfer kwa mem card na ikawapi ni mavideo za hizo za majuice, kina Alicia Harris, kina Sol Williams, kina nani, all of them. And then the first time, I think the first poet when nilimuona kwa stage akani challenge big time iko Ben Kimani. Hey, I was like, yo, he was spitting. Hey, anamaliza verse mpaka unajambia tunakubalika kusema hivyo. Sijui kama mpendi verse jikalie. I was like, what kalia what? Hey. But it was the reaction of the audience. I wanted that reaction, man. I think in the beginning I just did poetry because of releasing stuff, but when I saw those guys were going to be an electric performance, rather they got an electric reaction. I wanted that big reaction. And so if you ask me in terms of giants, shoulders the giants of Kumamia, I would say I feel like we created the giants when you think Kumamia Siwenye. We collaborated, we came together in 2s and 3s and 4s. There were so many gigs we were doing together. Kulikuwa na street poetry, Gakan Walk naye, we would come together, poets tu wengi. Tuna show up, wasa wanashangaa nini inaendelea, mnaongea tu peke yenu. But at some point more people started knowing about it, started coming. Gakan Walk Sunday 3 p.m. wasa wanajaa. I remember Slam. We collaborated, so many guys used to do slam together, to advertise slam, Gufy and MC, nani anafanya nini, all those things. We used to do it at Lyons, was so on a show up because we came together to market Poet Slam.